Alright, welcome back everybody to more Enderal. I know, I've been playing a lot, but I enjoy the game. And I was doing a little bit off screen last night. Well, first of all, I wanted to show off my new backpack. Yes, this is what a spacious backpack looks like. I've got an extra big old chopping knife. I got some scrolls. There's a potion-y bag thing there. It's got this fantastic leather look to it. You know, it's all about the fashion. But anyways, yes, I was playing the game. And I traveled by my rad. I want it to be known.
Walk blessed, friend.
Up here. Whee! Because, if we go to this map for a second, over here, the old water, yes, at the old watermill, in the Dark Valley, there was a painter, if you recall, way back, and so we'd gone to see this painter because her kid, niece, back in Ark was all like, I need more paintings. She's not sending me paintings. I was like, alright, I can pick up a painting. It seemed straightforward. Then it stopped being straightforward. And I was like, you know what? This is the kind of thing I should have displayed on screen. So, that's just what we will do. The Throatstone Manufactorum. Now, yes. Disarm, disarm, prepare a spell of death. You're dead? Where are you? I'm fine. I'll be fine. There we are. Mostly fine. Ow. Oh. Go tank him. Fight my enemies for me. You're not really fighting him for me, buddy. He's still alive. Go fight him. You useless. Sometimes the elementals aren't the best, is all I'm saying. That's okay. There's a bed in here. Little nap. We'll be fine. Take the cheese wheel, take the bread, loot the bodies. Because, you know, money. Take the books. I've been in here before. It has apparently respawned everything, as occasionally happens. So if you play this game, just be aware that you can go back to places you've been before and recollect fancy stuff sometimes. See, look at that. A big chunk of cheese. And a quality health potion. The chests don't seem to respawn, though. But, like, just random things that are out in the open do. So. It's malachite. And this ruby. I mean, while I'm down here, might as well collect some malachite. So, yes. Over here. Now, was there an enemy? No. There is a keeper above Arcane Wrath, which I'll take. And I'll read these notes again. Yeah, good old steel crabs. So, I just approach over here.
Wait. You're not one of the bandits, are you?
Dun dun dun!
You have to help me.
Last time I was in here, I couldn't interact with this painting. I was like, alright. Must relate to a future plot.
That is... You are. But I'm a person. Only that she trapped me in here. This wild mage. This witch, Andrasta.
What a twist!
Leaf, my companion. She managed to knock her out and flee with me. But then there were these bandits. And they killed her. Oh, my Malthus. My Leaf. They killed her.
Yeah. Let's explain that a bit more.
To a painting, aren't you?
I mean, maybe you're cunningly hid behind it.
I'm sorry. I'm just done with this. Andrasta. This is what she does, you know. She takes away people's essence and locks it inside these paintings of hers. This is why they feel so vibrant, or whatever you want to call it. Normally you wouldn't be able to talk with me, but Leaf stopped her before she could trap me completely. Still, not soon enough.
Dun dun dun!
Leaf and I were mercenaries. Witch hunters from Araziel. Tal Ghul, to be precise. We heard that things are turbulent here in Enderal at the moment. So we thought we would make passage and try our luck here.
I admit, Tal Ghul and Araziel make me sound like it's some sort of evil land, honestly.
One of those sublime from Ark. He didn't want to tell us his name because he was afraid. At first I thought he was exaggerating, but now I know better.
Dun dun dun.
Andrasta. She hates Ark, you know. She hates the nobles more than anything in this world. She says they are decadent and care about nothing other than their pennies and their latest haircut, while people have to live like rats in the Undercity. And she's a wild mage. A psionic, to be precise.
So she's a vigilante? She finds nobles to paint and then kills them with magic?
She waits for them to come to her. Do you know what people pay for a painting by her? A worker could buy a house with that money. And she says whoever is willing to waste that much money on vanity doesn't deserve to live. Nobody notices anything different in the beginning, you know? The people she paints, they behave like always. But in reality, they are no more than lost ones. Puppets without a will who go about their daily business. And then, usually a couple of moons after the painting, they die. Suicide, a heart attack. Nothing anyone could trace back to Andrasta. That's what's so horrible about it. In any case, our employer, he somehow found out, and he hired me and Leaf to put an end to her atrocities, once and for all.
Now, I will admit, when he was first explaining this little story here, I was like, yeah, come on, people would figure out if, you know, she was doing that. But this, they clearly were realized, hey, wait a minute. If she is killing everyone who goes to see her, people would figure it out. So we need some sort of reason why it doesn't happen. And this steal their soul, let them kind of continue on as a soulless puppet for a little while. While it does bring up questions about the nature of a person, if you can take out their soul and they continue to act as if they still had one, it's a good enough excuse. I believe, isn't there a philosophical term, P-zombies or something like that? Anyways.
I suppose so, yes. I don't know how it works. works, and truth be told, I don't want to. I just want to get out of here and make her pay.
Alright.
We pretended we were customers. She painted me first. Leaf noticed too late what was happening, but she managed to overthrow her. Then she took the painting and ran. We would have both gotten away if it hadn't been for those damn highwaymen. Oh, Leaf. I just can't believe it. Please. You have to bring me to Andrasta's house and kill her. I think I know how I can break the spell and get back into my body. But she needs to be dead for that. Please.
Well, you know what? I will admit, I've never met a painting I wasn't willing to murder a person over so they could transfer their soul back into their body.
Thank you. We have to do this for Leaf.
Yoink! Alright. And we'll take that. Alright. So I got the loot. I got the painting. And I think that whole little bit was quite well done, actually. Am I going the right way to get out of here? Malachite. I don't need malachite. I mean, why not take the Vinner? All right. Cool. The way out is over. No. There. Seeing Oren Bog not mine, it seems so wrong. I've got a lot of malachite. I don't think, and I've kind of transitioned beyond it. I have like 50 of it, I think, back in my lair. So I've definitely kind of hit that point of like, do I need it? Do I need it? Now, if it were glowing thorium or some sort of other valuable good, like shadow steel, I'd mine it then. I'd probably even mine moonstone. But malachite, I've got oodles of malachite now. I believe that is the correct unit for a lot of ore, right? An oodle? Ooh, actually, I think this is an interesting read. Yeah, they cost a bunch. So this is interesting because I believe this whole area here is related to the Relata, actually. This is one of their operations. They're trying to make work before the keepers catch on to them. All right, so now, yeah, gotta go back over there. I guess we follow the road. Hey, buddy. And chop! Ow. Go, Elemental of Death! Where'd my Elemental of Death go? Okay.
You bastard!
Get over here. No, it's there, you useless sack of... I need a better soil elemental is what I need. Now, what will really be wrong is if the day comes where you see me slay some people and not try to loot their body. That'll be the day. That'll be the day we'll be like, oh, man, should we see if everything's okay with him? I've been through here as well. I did that off screen, I believe, at one point. It was just, you know, some monsters to slay, some treasure to get. Nothing particularly important in that part. There's a cave over here. But that's not where we're headed. I believe I go this way, past the very creepy looking thingamajig. Ah, right. Captain Plum. Full werewolf alchemist? Oh, that's what you were, right? You were the werewolf. Go, elemental! Kill them. Come here, I want to eat your soul. There we are, I ate a soul. As you've mentioned, here I'll go mine this for you. Ooh, it's moonstone, anyways. What does he always say? Werewolves can win any fight, but not every fight. All right. Let's just drop a Savorino. I mean, in a lot of ways, it does make sense that she would be a powerful mage. The idea of someone just living normally in the Dark Valley, it's pretty suspicious. One might even say, very suspicious. And we're just gonna get this out. Do. Hi there. Yeah, about what you do, Miss Braveblood.
It isn't my new friend. Find anything?
I use this art of yours to kill people.
Oh, wow. Such drastic claims. And who told you this, I wonder? The lost king of the fabled empire of old Aranath? Or just one too many bottles of rum?
I love rum. Don't mock rum.
He knows everything. Just make short work of her, will you? She will try and manipulate you with every
there he
word
is.
that she says. I know her.
All right, fine. No point in beating around the bush any longer, I suppose. So, where should I begin? Yes, our Arizalian friend inside that painting is right. I have those nobles on my conscience, quite a lot of them. And you know what? I don't feel regret. Every one of those bastards deserved to die.
Why?
Think I picked this place as my workshop by coincidence? This forest, it is the proof of how rotten this country really is. Thousands of men and women slaughtered because they followed a woman who dared to say that this oh-so-holy society is nothing but a lie. The path, holy verses, they are nothing but mental shackles so that the poor stay poor and the rich stay rich. Who are we to doubt what fate the path has chosen for us? Malthus alone knows our destiny. You notice something? That shaveling talk for eat shit or die.
Balrak, what are you doing? Just kill her, damn it. Do you have the slightest idea how many people this wench has murdered?
Says the witch hunter from Araziel. Tell me, were you also there at the Purge, 8212? How many magically gifted girls and boys of the free folk did you kill? Only because they've dared to worship the gods of their ancestors rather than your civilized Lightborn. I hope your employers paid well for that.
Just kill her for fuck's sake. Kill her.
I hate it when people shout in my house.
Did you kill him?
I know a few dead nobles aren't going to change anything, but at least it's a little justice for those poor souls who have to pay for their decadence in the Undercity.
I mean, I'm not sure I can let you kill him in front of me. Yeah, tell me about the Purge.
Do you really want me to go into detail? This witch hunter, as he styles himself, is nothing more than a murderer. He and his order were part of a massacre, which puts even what the order did to the Blood Moon rebels to shame. But of course, he will tell you a different story. They always do. Exactly. Exactly. Nice and clean, and nobody ever suspects a thing. Well, at least that's what I thought. I must have gotten careless.
Let's see, and what now?
Well, as I see it, there are two ways of ending this. Number one, you give me the painting, I take care of our talking friend in there, and we both live happily ever after. Number two, you make a mistake.
You kill me.
Correct.
Okay.
Probably, but we'll see about that. I'm old. And, truth be told, it doesn't feel as satisfying anymore.
Oh, that's always the problem, right? One too many murders, and you're like, oh, I used to do it for the art. But now it's just a chore. Ugh. That's the problem, right? You gotta get a job you love, and then you won't have to ever work a day, as they say. You know what? I'm gonna choose, because on the one hand, you know, he's a painting. But on the other hand, you are a confessed murderer. And as much as those nobles may not be good people, like, they're not necessarily perpetuating the system here. I'm sure a lot of them actually believe it too. You're both bad people. And as the prophet, only I can decide who lives and who dies.
As you wish.
Well, there we are. Yoink! There you are, buddy.
That was intense.
You know, I'm gonna ask about the purge.
Fine. Listen. Yes, I made mistakes in my life, just as everyone does. And I'll have to live with them till the end of my days. Which is, truth be told, also one of the reasons Leaf and I left Araziel to come here. But whatever we did, what this witch did was worse by far.
I mean, in a setting where souls actually exist, I am inclined to think that manipulating the soul as she does might actually be worse for people than just killing them. What now?
Well, honestly, no idea. Leaf, I just can't believe all this really happened. I keep on hoping it was all a bad dream.
So, I didn't do this. I'm a good guy. I did not do this for reward.
Yes. That is... Here. This is all I have with me right now.
Oh, alright.
But I guess I owe it to you. Anyway, I guess I have to put my thoughts in order. Leaf, she needs a proper burial. We should have never taken this job.
Well, you know, hindsight. Techniques of Lornum Waterblade. There's a corpse. And there's a couple corpses. And that's a seam in the world. Yeah, that is a graphical seam in the world. But now that she's dead, can I loot all of her stuff if she has anything?
Yes.
Can I talk to you? Nope. Ooh, can I take your painting? Aww. I was like, I could at least, you know, if I bring the painting, surely this would count as, like, completing 2 jobs. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to go let them know about the gallery. Oh, hello. Well, I guess I'll take those. Oh, yeah, she's dead. You can't rob from the dead. Alright. So let's go. I think we need to go tell... Yeah. Oh, tell her daughter. Okay. Alright, let's go to Ark and tell her kid that we have killed her mother in self-defense. I mean, you all saw it. She was clearly going to trap me in a painting. I had to fight like I did. I had to constantly have my flaming claymore out and ready to go.
Hear my words.
All right.
Fighting people of this holy city. Rumors circulate. Rumors about the horrible events of the past.
Miss,
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
What did, Can you play the game? Did you let her live or did you take her life? Ah, there we are. Miss Braveblood. Ha ha ha. Would you like to sit down? We can talk about this.
Yes. Did you get a chance to look for my mother yet?
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna tell... Nope, I am I'm a truthful guy.
A wild mage? Okay, I don't know what you're hoping to get from this, but if this is a joke, it's far below tasteless. Get out of my house. Now. Or I'll get the guards.
Your house? Miss? This is not your house. Alright, well. I mean, I suppose I can understand her displeasure. Did you turn into a werewolf and kill her? I need to know. I need to know how she died in your game. Death by werewolf?
Is it important?
You just looked like a cook, but then you had a giant dagger. That's very suspicious.
Yes. No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you
So
need,
look at
and be quick about
those.
it.
Oh yeah, what's this? Try enemies to make them sad. Cost 1 memory point to learn. How do these work? I'm not familiar with this technique thing. Ooh. Sublime garb green. Fancy clothing. I might keep that. In case I need to be fashionable at a party. Death by werewolf. Alright, fair enough.
Can I help you?
Hungry for vegetable.
When you become a werewolf, the transformation part, are you invincible during that phase? I'm kind of curious.
Daggers, swords, the best from the clan. Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier. Come again.
Eat my cheese wheel.
What bless all your heart could ever desire. Take a look. May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
Alright, so let's take a look at my options again. We tried to get to the starship, and I got maimed terribly on the way. So put that one onto the back end for the moment. Maybe. You know what? Let's do this. Our mark on the world. I think everyone's okay with me doing a little more Esme, right? Main quest? Alright, we'll do main quest instead. Which I believe is Interlude. Go talk to Taylor. Erenthale. Right.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? Is it important? I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You work for the Order. Do you know?
Esme is love. Alright. We'll start. We'll do a little bit of the main plot, and then maybe we'll go back to Esme. Sun Temple. Which way is it? I have to go up and around, I believe. I'm learning the layout of the Sun Temple. I'm very pleased with myself. Oh! Here's also something I'm going to check.
Thy name is my sacrifice.
Magic. So, something I figured out last time is I had been operating... I'm honestly not sure how long. But it could conceivably have been most of my playtime. But I had gangrene, apparently. I picked it up somewhere. You're still here. Alright. Which reduced my melee abilities by 15%. I finally got that cured, but that disease was lingering on me for I don't know how long. So much gangrene.
The prodigy, huh?
This is too
Apparently
dangerous.
we
Whatever they
for
want
the
here.
shards of this
If we send
sickle stone.
spies and they get
I
caught,
didn't think I would
Nero
ever
will
say
see this as a
but
provocation.
Thank you.
Poor people. All they did was invade a foreign country, and look how ruthless we are, sending spies in order to find out why they're here. We should be ashamed.
Save the sarcasm. We both know what I mean. You know my opinion, Tila.
I will consider it.
Interesting. The plot thickens. Huh?
You come at the right time, Prophet. Commander, explain the situation.
Of course, Grandmaster. Yesterday, we received word from one of our outposts in Duneville. One of the fishermen there saw warships anchoring on an island some miles from shore. And they bear the Neremese flag.
We have already sent scouts to confirm this, and it is true. The Neremese have invaded our land.
Dun dun dun.
We have a suspicion. I suppose you know that the civil war in Nerim has ended 2 months ago. And who won it?
I don't know.
The combined forces of the Northern and the Middle Realm, led by Taranor Korek of Kavait. The Southern rebels and the remnants of the Creator's Temple have been destroyed, once and for all.
Ah, so they're here to destroy...
Now Nerim has been united under the banner of the free people of Nerim. How they like to call themselves. And this could be the reason for these warships.
Yeah, they're here on an anti-religious crusade, perhaps?
Because of this Korek.
It is said that he helped Narathzul Aranthiel shortly before the Lightborn were slain. And while before that, he was an opportunist who changed his ideals as often as his underpants. It seems that his crusade with Narathzul converted him.
Hey, I got it right.
He has become a declared enemy of religion.
So we got a Deus Vult going on here.
He also thinks of the death of the gods as the first step of many. And now he sees it his task to rid Vin of religion once and for all. Free the world from the scourge of faith. These are his words.
Though it is worth mentioning that his understanding of freeing includes mass executions and the burning down of temples.
That doesn't sound good.
He's a fanatic, and worse, his men worship him for it. What he wants is to found a new world, and his free people of Nerim are supposed to be vanguard of it.
Let's start with...
Not much. Or, yes there is. He's a narcissist. I was surprised to hear that the banners of his free people are ornamented with a picture of his and an inscription saying, "Praise me."
Okay. Yes.
Well, with the small but subtle difference that it was Narazul's vision to restore the human right of self-determination, and not to obliterate every kind of superstition or spirituality.
It is plain stupid to believe a way of thinking can be beaten out of someone's head with just enough violence. The only thing that does is radicalize.
Isn't...
Though a world without religion would be a better one, that's without doubt.
Isn't that what
Nonsense.
the Order
Need
does?
a higher power that guides them. You can see what chaos the death of the Lightborn brought on the world, and without your orders doing, all this would never have happened.
Of course. Where were we?
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, It's not necessarily the death of the Lightborn, so much as the upheaval of a social order that is causing it, not necessarily a religious angle. You still believe the gods are alive, correct?
Correct.
What Korek doesn't understand is that we're doing this to prevent a crisis. Not before the High Ones have been stopped. The civil war on Kile, Nerem, and Arazial shows what chaos such a revelation can cause. And we will not take this risk.
I'm inclined to agree with him on that one. I'm leaning his way on that opinion.
That is the problem. Pegast?
We believe that Korek already knows about the cycle and the cleansing.
That's not good.
And that he, how should I put it, wants it to happen. Well, I know how strange this sounds, but in a way it makes sense. For him, Enderal as the home of the Holy Order is the epitome of ignorance and stagnation. And we suppose he even knows that we are fighting these High Ones. But in his eyes, everything a paragon of the old order tries to prevent from happening must be something good. Maybe he even sees the High Ones as prophets of his new era. Who knows? Fanatics are unpredictable.
Oh, that makes him kind of seem like an idiot.
This is only an assumption,
but fair enough, yes. We need more information.
Yes. Do you know what a silver plate is?
I'm inclined to say a plate made of silver, because I'm a snarky fellow. But I'm gonna try to pretend that I'm smart.
Good. Then you know that they possess the power to transfer sound from one plate to the other. Our plan is to place 2 of the plates in their camp. That way we can sound them out without risk. You, Firespark, and the mercenary, Dalvarek. However, you cannot travel to the island by ship. That would be too conspicuous.
We found out that the Pyreans had some kind of underground transporting system. Under trains, that's what they called them. These trains connected the most important regions of the realm with each other, and thus probably also the temple on the island where Korek's ships...
Oh, we're taking a tram.
One of these trains. We could use them to get right to his camp. And, as it happens, we have information about a Pyrean temple in the Crystal Forest. One that is still intact enough for us to find a way into one of these trains.
The Living Temple.
That's how you call it, yes. But enough of the chit-chat. First of all, we need to find the gem that is used to open the gate of the temple. And I have a guess where we could find it. A village called Fogville, not far from the Whisper.
I know Fogville.
As soon as possible. Joseph the mercenary has already traveled to Fogville, and you should do the same. I will meet you there.
So we are talking about accomplished facts, or what?
It is the only way. I'm sorry, Natara. Prophet, I'm counting on you. Find out why Korek is here.
Hi, Lashiri. I wanted to say hi to her. I like her. You know, I'll be stopped from saying hello.
Now look at that. It's the prodigy.
There we are.
Question of the century. Honestly, I don't know. Sounds confusing, I know. But as to how this will serve us against... Not much. We haven't yet heard from the keepers old Aranthiel sent overseas, but their armory and weapons seem to belong
to it was a good chat.
Mercenaries
We learned things.
In Nerem or Kira. We'll see.
Huh? I am. Why do you ask? Aren't you a little young to be some kind of prophet? What age does one need to qualify for prophecy?
12.
My father started teaching me how to use a sword when I was 6, and when I was 13, I joined the city guard as one of the youngest recruits since the first vassals. When I was 20, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant, and at 28, the Trakessa herself granted me the title of commander. After my squad and I fought off a group of Scarrig invaders at the
A subway system. I will call it a tram.
I don't think I'm too young for this post. Path abidingness and discipline need no age. A man on his deathbed can be as much of a fool as a boy of 9 winters, as Loram Waterblade once said.
Yeah!
He was a keeper, one of the best and one of the most...
I have heard of Waterblade. I have
Even
one of his
though he was
books, I
only
think.
of the manufacturer's path, both his talent and path abidingness made the former Grand Master, Del Capos, grant him the novitiate. And, in case you were wondering, his name derives from the fact that he was excellent at both swordplay and magic. Elementarism and thaumaturgy, to be precise. That wasn't common in those days.
Ooh.
He fell in the Battle of the Dark Valley during the Blood Moon riots. A great loss for the Order, but his heritage remains.
Alright, that was an interesting little talk.
Walk blessed, prophet. Yes?
I think I've talked about this already with him. Alright. Okay, now we'll go talk to Esme. Since I've advanced the plot a little, and everything seems to be taking me up into the Crystal Forest, where I don't want to go quite yet. We should do that. I should probably also report to my boss at some point.
Oh, there you are. Did you find it?
Yes, here.
Keep walking.
Okay. Magister Ragon will have us flayed alive if we lose it.
Yes.
Keep walking.
Did you hear the news? This guy
I'll leave you to your
has been wandering around the temple most
sweeping.
recently. Lucar told me the Grand Master believes he could help.
Let's go to the forward quarter. Sword faster than axes, axes faster than maces and warhammers. Yes, my sword is the quickest two-handed blade in the world.
Oi, you there.
I mean, since I am in the area, I should tell the boss. I think I have a quest for that. Butcher hearts. Return the hearts. Ah, there. We'll do that as well. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I just have to go in here. Look at these people working away. Bunch of nerds. Not like me. And up, hiding in the attic.
Yes?
Why is that stuff so expensive?
She? Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot.
Yeah.
Not if they understand the meaning of responsibility and discipline. And unfortunately, that's not the norm.
Alright. So, got some good old low-key sexism going on there, don't you, Mail?
Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon. Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijam. What's your take on her?
I'm going to say capable and sociable.
Most Kalayans are, as long as it serves their ends.
He didn't like that.
Now go. You'll hear from me.
Do I want him to like me? Yes, I do want him to like me, I've decided. Since I've got no reason not to. I didn't realize. So, curious question on the matter of these people. Like, he can't be like a
Yes.
a romance option, is he? So why would it even pop up?
Oh, wonderful. Not if they understand them. Now I will contact you if your services are... Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijon. I will be. Thank you.
Alright.
Now go. You'll hear from me.
Look.
That is not the way. What's your take on her? I love her. I want her to marry me. I mean, that... I feel like that may make him think that I'm a bit of a compromised agent. And apparently the option, she has tight trousers, was not available. Which I'm quite disappointed about.
Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Here, I think that is more than enough.
That's a lot for going to go see a woman, I don't know, possibly naked, possibly not.
The eager one. Does all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, why not?
South from Boric's farm. You just have to...
Guildmaster DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector. Do you know where he is?
Like, it's a block away, courier. You shouldn't be that tired.
Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorean wishes to see you, my sir. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know. Master DeLorean asked explicitly for the new protector.
Uh-huh.
Penny Pouches is not happy about this all.
Take care of the rats. Off you go. The Guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I like to think, the guy walks in here. He's like, have you seen that new keeper guy? And there's just a giant armored figure towering over him with a giant flaming claymore. He's just like, he could be anyone, really.
Yes.
All right, well, let's... I would have killed rats. I'm not so high and mighty. I'd turn down a rat-killing job. But I am so high and mighty that I will ignore visiting him for a little while.
Walk blessed. It's good to see you.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
I should stop by the bank. Just to put a little bit of cash away.
Hello. How may I be of service? Walk blessed, my... Of course.
Let's drop in 5 grand.
A wise decision.
Since apparently I am ridiculously loaded in this game.
Sir?
Murder enough people, you're just gonna make money. It's a tale as old as time, really.
Yes?
Alright, well, of course, if we're gonna chat with Esme, I want to make sure she likes me. So let's drop a save. Free.
Yes?
Hello. Shh. Go. Leave us alone. Be gone. Alright then. Hi.
Blazes. I didn't see you coming. But good that you're here.
I am a ninja.
What? Oh, never mind. Are you ready? I think the museum just opened.
Oh yeah. This counts as a date, right? I mean, me and a pretty lady going to a museum, that counts as a date. Anything to talk about? No, we've talked about those already. You can go on dates to museums. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So this is Ark's Museum, huh?
Well, would you look at that? Guests. And fresh faces at that. Normally, it's always the same bunch of noblemen and women who come here.
I'm afraid we're not here for the exhibition. Do you... well... do you know a lot about artifacts?
Just where did I put it?
That's my path. Why do you ask?
This. Have you ever seen such an idol before?
Show me. Ooh, interesting. These glyphs, they... Huh. That's peculiar.
He's like, oh, it just means that you possessing this statue means you're all Satanists. Very peculiar.
I first thought they were old Arazalian, but they also resemble Scaragian runes. Quite the concoction.
Sir, I kind of have an idea on the Scragians. Are they Vikings?
Kind of writing before.
Are they Viking raiders?
Another exhibit. That's a good question. I can't remember. But listen, why don't you take a look around yourselves? I have a lot on my plate today, and
I keep saying you've been on dates to museums. Also botanical gardens, which are among the gayest places you can go on a date.
Exhibits for similar runes.
I don't know. Why would a botanical garden be necessarily a gay place to go?
Thank you for your help, my sir. Shall we?
I think going to see some... I love gardens. They're lovely places. I think a botanical garden would be nice. Regardless of who you went to see them with. Mate is with snake antennas. Antennas. The Great Monarch Radowidsons III. Oh. Interesting.
No, nothing here. No, nothing here.
Oops. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, as if.
I don't mean to. I mean, so Gregor Casanova? I think that's supposed to be Casanova. Golden Throat.
No such luck.
Matriarchal Asian Vikings. Okay. So I'm going to count that as a correct guess. I got the Viking part right.
Impressive. Tara would have loved this place. No, nothing here.
Look at these Pyrean ruins. Tablet.
Wait. Yes. That looks promising, doesn't it? Let's get the curator.
Right, that was it. The rune tablet from the Dark Valley. Well, nobody knows exactly. Some treasure hunter brought it here decades ago. He claimed to have found it near the battlefield of the Blood Moon riots. Yes?
Blood Moon riots?
How may I be a... Yes. A sad chapter in Enderalian history. The Blood Moon rebels retreated to an old abandoned fortress named Castle Bleakstar. The battle went on for
Who would
days
name it
until
that?
The Order finally stormed the place and killed every single rebel in there. The irony of the story is that the castle had already been deemed cursed. Apparently, the lord who lived there somewhere in the early 5000s conducted some, how should I put it, strange rituals there. Kilana Hammerstrike's advisors urged her not to make a stand there, but she brushed it off as superstitious nonsense.
I will admit, the length of history that they cover here is... It's hard to fully grasp at. I mean, maybe for you, because I know you lived... it's different over there, I think, in Europe, where you have a lot more of this kind of history. But the idea of someone just like, oh, you know, back 3,000 years ago of our continuous historical chain, because I live in Canada, I just don't have that perspective of things. I wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, that place from 3,000 years ago. The idea of some sort of functional castle that had been sitting there for 3,000 years. Like, I don't know if I've been to any location in the world that has been continuously inhabited for 3,000 years.
No, I don't. I believe that a crumbling fortress simply wasn't able to withstand a full-on assault by a division of keepers. That would be my guess. Wait, you're not actually planning to go there, are you?
You just said it wasn't cursed, so why wouldn't I?
But that's madness. Even the Guard and the Order avoid the Dark Valley now. It's been crawling with undead ever since the Red Madness broke out.
We'll be prepared. In any case, we owe you our thanks. You helped us a lot.
But... fine. Do what you must. Feel free to examine the rune tablet if you want to. I need to get back to work.
That's settled then. The place Dahl Mercer mentioned must be Castle Bleakstar. Shall we go?
Oh, I think that would make her upset with me.
Good. And thank you. For doing this, I mean. Let's meet at the Myrad's Tower near the Dark Valley, alright? I'll be there in a day or so.
Alright, wait a day. What's this one? Strong-hearted Count Dahl. He was fair to his slaves, and his word was firm. Okay. I do like that they have AC in this setting. That is interesting to me. All right, so I don't know where to progress next. Now let's talk to Mail once more. Well, actually, let's go take a nap. Then we'll talk to Mail. Yeah, you know what? No, we'll sleep, and then we'll go help Esme more, because she's a nice lady. She deserves the help we offer.
Between cobblestone and excretion. So many strange faces. Well, isn't it nice?
Ah, good old manor BogMod. A fine and luxurious manor, and I'm glad that I didn't find any kids in here this time. that. In case I decide I need to be fancy about town. Alright, I want a little more of a drink. I'm going to be back in like a minute. Once I untangle my head from my headset. All right, I'm back. I've got my drink.
Yes? Well,
Speaking of historical perspective, wouldn't this mean hasn't Ark as a city existed for like literally thousands of years?
yes. What are you doing here?
Walk blessed.
I know there's the cycle, but with the Order, this specific civilization has been around for like they date it. Year 0 is basically when the Lightborn take over, isn't it supposed to be?
Sure. Where to?
Oh, that's a good question. Wait a day. Oh, I have to wait another day? Okay. Oh. Sometimes you just fall off cliffs. Alright, let's hit the marketplace. We'll talk to the boss. See what he wants to tell me.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened.
Monsieur? Oh.
God bless it, my sir.
Is he not in? Is he hiding in the basement?
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
It's an apothecarius.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. I don't think that's the right word for it.
You've got a corpse in your basement, buddy.
Yes? Rodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the
Ark is millennia old, yes.
Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him?
No. I don't think
He
I
led
do.
the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins.
Ah, so he's not someone I ever met in the first place, properly.
But Unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path.
I suppose that's the difference between, you know, I'm living in a city that's like, I don't know, 100, maybe 150 years old. And then, you know, they've got a city here that's been here for like 8,000 years. It's hard to have the same kind of perspective on history.
He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands. Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development.
Is this about the petrified? And also, hello.
We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses.
Poison?
Traces of Chilean poison.
Are you accusing me? Well, I mean, I don't want to say this because I didn't actually see them ambush the caravan. I only saw them there at the, afterwards. So I'm going to go with this one.
You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the
So that might just have been a
The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala? The goddess of Kile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise. The founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself.
Okay, so the city I'm in is over 1,900 years old. Yeah, the city you live in is over 10 times older than the city I live in. So, again, a very different perspective when we're talking about ancient history. And hell, my country's only a few centuries old. Crazy Brits with your ancient countries and your Saxons and your Anglos and your boats.
Yes. I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Chilean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us. A big one. Let's leave it at that.
Fair enough.
It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Chileans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money.
I will stand judgmental over these Chileans for selling the stuff. Meanwhile, I myself find myself in situations where I must sell the stuff. But that's completely different.
Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecary?
Oh.
The pest house, as it is lovingly called. the sickle maintains it. And with the current economical situation, we might be
All right,
forced
well,
to shut it
that's
down
better, I
soon.
suppose.
We do our duty. That the sickle respects the righteous path is not just some dull phrase. And from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Enderal's future shall be woven rest in your hands. Book 12, verse 93. Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole.
I don't know. I like the rules of acquisition from Star Trek a little more. They have more pizzazz to them.
Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all. Yes. You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention.
No, I mean, it makes some sense.
I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then...
Actually, that reminds me, speaking of your city, Kate, when I was in your city, I remember seeing, I think it was part of one of the old Roman walls, which probably dates back to that 1900 years ago. Yeah.
You're right, but we have to be sure. Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville.
It was originally Roman fort. Yeah!
And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous.
And again, like, the Roman stuff is 2,000 years ago. And this, that one guy was just talking about, what was it? What was he saying? In the year 5000. So that's 3,000 years ago. So that's the equivalent of being like, oh yeah, there's that old mansion that the ancient Egyptians built up around the time before the pyramids. And, we, at the time, everyone kind of thought he was up to some stuff, that owner of that place. It's just a weird thing to try and wrap your head in having that kind of a historical reference on it. Yeah, it's not about money.
Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still. Not a single word to the Kalayans, understood?
I
Rash accusations without
may not promise.
Could prove disastrous. Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you mean by that?
Hold on. I'm gonna... I can't escape this conversation now. Whoa, I don't like where either of these options are going.
Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind. I'll give you that. The truth be told, welcome change from all those boots.
Either of those could have been very offensive.
You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong. Hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage. And for some reason, they all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it. When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, It is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way.
Yeah, and then you've got stuff like Kate pointing out that you've got the Aged Man's Manor, which is unfathomably older.
Condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently. And he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price. Yes?
I appreciate that. Good. Maintaining good relations with the boss. I was worried about my options there. Very worried.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. A bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look.
I turn a gauntlet. What's the most valuable thing you sell? I thought mentalism wasn't allowed. I'll buy one of those. Since I believe I still have not maxed out my rhetoric. No, I have not. Periods are time-wise as far removed from the Enderalians as the... think it's a millions of years type era? I mean, it might be. I'm not saying you're wrong. Oh. But that does seem a bit much.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends and past.
Alright, we're gonna go back to our house.
Monsieur? Walk blessed.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? I bet you've got a lot of stories to tell.
I don't know. I got the. I guess I just was kind of operating under the assumption that the Pyreans are gonna be like, 50,000 years ago or something, crazy, but not crazy. But to say they were millions of years ago. We all build our civilizations on somebody's corpse. Oops, what time is it? Oh, I need to nap more. I mean, Mass Effect had the whole cycle thing too. But they had the Reapers show up with a little more regularity than, every 300-400 million years. Alright, fair enough. There's more to learn about this. I can accept that. They've clearly put a lot of thought and development into all of this.
May your path always be even.
Alright. Boop. Boop. There we are. Dark Valley Tower. Esme, we're coming for you. And of course, we'll travel in style by my rad.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that all.
Monsieur? Walk blessed, friend. Sure,
Where to?
Come, my noble steed! We have places to go, things to do. Let's drop a quick save. Oh, you're geared up for battle now, aren't you?
There you are. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. This place gives me the chills. It has far too much Shaylin Gar.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me the knowledge point, please.
Shaylin Gar is a kind of Eterna legend. Or rather, an ancient Eterna faith. It roughly translates as, death isn't the end.
Ah, so the undead.
Simply put, if a soul leaves this world, it leaves behind an echo. And how that person died determines how that echo feels to nearby people.
Oh, okay. A little different than I thought it was going to go.
You do the math.
We're going to put down this as an interesting thought.
Indeed. Anyway, shall we? What? Oh, yeah, of course. If we're walking through a forest with tons of corpses, I thought a little more protection might come.
Yeah, what you were wearing in Ark probably would have been a bad choice.
Yeah, I bought ourselves a map at that old Coots store in the Nobles District. Gaboff or something?
Oh yeah, Gaboff.
Here.
I sell him a lot of things.
And this is where the castle should be. Lead the way, will you?
Yes, ma'am. Dark Valley. Castle Bleakstar. Ooh, I haven't been to this part of the Dark Valley. Castle Bleakstar. Alright. Follow the road. Ow. Get over here. Ooh, excellent. I'm gonna grab more health this time. I don't think I've traveled into the Dark Valley from this angle. Hello. Yeah, just wait right there, Esme. I saw an ice cap. Or ice claw, sorry. Mmm. Delicious. Wipe away your debt. Oh, is that a Bioshock reference? Bioshock Infinite? Probably not. Alright, then we're going to go through the old canal, and then we'll head west. And there's no direct road to where we're going, Esme. We're going to have to cut off the road at some time. Got some Bleakstar. Alright. Haha! You missed. Oh yeah, no, I remember coming through this area at one point. Because there's a robot over here. Also, starling spiders. But that's not the robot I was talking about. But this thing. You got a big old tube with glowing rocks oozing out of it, right? And that's clearly... Those are clearly some arms. It had some thick legs, right? We can all agree this was clearly a robot. Gotta go back down south. That is me. Come along. I just had to kill the robots. Well, I should eat another cheese wheel. Oh, a big chunk of cheese. Whoops. Sorry, Esme. I didn't mean to light you on fire. I really didn't. I promise. That was an accident. Wow. That did more damage than I thought it was going to do. I'm not used to those one shots. But how far back is this? I mean, my health wasn't that low. Alright, well, I gotta get my Ice Claw again. Spicy. Let's try this again. With less being one-shot by skeletons on the way this time. Taking the long way. Kill this skeleton. What the? That's me. Who are you fighting? Esme, who are you fighting? Castle Bleak Star. I don't remember seeing all those signs last time I was here, though. Alright, so I killed the spiders. We looked at the robot. I eat my chunk of cheese. And then I drop a save. There, now distract him. Distract the ancestral spirit. Good, good. Lord of the Lost Ones. Alright, well, that's got him good. A Lord of the Lost Ones. You know, that's what killed me back in Fortress Golden Frost. I tried exploring it earlier, and yeah, there was a Lord of the Lost Ones in there that just kept wrecking me.
There. You see that? That must be the castle. Now all that's left to do is find an entrance.
Where's the castle? Where is the castle? Ah, that is a castle. Ooh, well, it wasn't an entrance to the castle. But I mean, another magical symbol, not something to be ignored. Alright, what I'll probably do is I'll do the castle. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Bear. I feel like I'll do the castle next time. After I find a way into it. Castle Bleak Star. Oh, well, it's, you know, it's a path. How did this get out here? Well, I'm not one to shy away from a chest full of loot. Castle Bleak started that way. Okay. Hello. Is this the entrance? Or just another weird path? I guess it's a weird path. Thank you, Nesme. Ooh, this looks promising. Though my lack of health is worrying. I have a powerful cheese wheel I can eat. Yes, this is definitely a promising looking path. Oh, an ice claw. That's 2 ice claws on this journey. Castle Bleakstar discovered. Alright. Well, I think this is an ideal place to drop myself a mark. Actually. Oh, sorry, guy. Don't ask me. I saved the day.
That was another one of those arcane guardians, wasn't it? Then this must be some kind of defense mechanism Dal Mercer installed. Oh.
Oh?
That coin from the manor. I dropped it, and it reacted with the barrier.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I got my mark. So we will, like I said, we'll take a break here. We will come back, and then we will explore Castle Bleakstar. I'm at 291. Should probably return to town, actually, and sell some things. So we'll do that off screen. Come back here and save. So yeah, thank you, everybody. It's been fun.